everyone, this is A Combustible Life, my mental health channel, and this is the very first video with a guest, which is quite exciting. You see there's 2 chairs here. This is a mate of mine, Clayton Hawkins, otherwise known as Crayon. We became mates through cricket, and when I told more people about what I've gone through in terms of my own mental health, Crayon reached out to me, he took me for lunch, paid for it all, and told me his story. So I thought it would be quite a nice idea to have him on the channel, and he can go ahead and tell that story, and we'll just get a discussion going and see how it goes. So Mr. Hawkins, please. Yeah, as I said, you invited me to lunch when you heard about what my issues have been, and you don't know what other people are going through. You told me an interesting story about what had happened to you, so if you want to just go through it, and then I'll interrupt if need be and we can chat.
Cool. So what happened, I was in high school, top of the log, jock, played rugby, cricket, soccer, had all the girls, I was living the life. Went on holiday, fell off the back of a bucky. For people who don't know what a bucky is, it's a truck, a 4x4, and went into hospital, was in a coma for a couple of days, and then spent the good majority of 22 years going right. I lost the smell, I can't smell, my eye was squint, memory was not so great, and also people not understanding me, which is, only the past couple of, about 2 years ago, I started to actually come to terms of what's happening with me and actually coming around to what's wrong with me. I haven't been diagnosed fully, but the one thing I have been diagnosed with is called misophonia. It's a disability, it's a hearing disability, where everyday sounds is a lot louder to me than it is to everybody else. And what it does is that when I hear the sound, I get the fight or flight. So if someone bangs the door, I want to murder them, I want to get out of the situation. I have been treated, I have been checked, I haven't been back to the psychologist as yet, but I am busy with it. We are busy with stuff at work where I'm working from home, which is a lot better. There's just so much to talk about.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we went for drinks the other night and a chow, and you told me about this new therapist that you'd seen, and how then you'd now transitioned to working from home a bit more, and just generally how this lady's been extremely helpful. So
definitely,
let's hear about that.
So I went to go see her, and she listened to me for about 15-20 minutes, and she stopped me and she asked me a question, and I said, yes, how did you know that? She's like, I know your type.
Yeah.
So she had a couple of suspicions that either I had ADHD or PTSD, which it wasn't ADHD when I went back for the test.
And just to stop you there, had you thought previously in life that you may have ADHD?
No, actually, that's what I forgot to say earlier, is that from hearing the disabilities and also other things that are wrong with me, I thought it was normal, until actually the time came where I questioned myself and said, hold on, do people suffer from this?
Yeah.
I did research, I went onto Google, and don't go to the first site.
Yeah.
Do your researches properly, and your research. Got other doctors. There's plenty of the psychologists on YouTube. The one I just seen now, Dr. Kate, amazing.
Yeah.
She came up with this idea where, sorry to change the
No,
subject.
go.
You wake up in the morning and you have all these thoughts, which you build up, kind of like a dominoes thing. And at part of the day, you have one bad thought that makes you think of everything bad. And you actually, that thought just takes out one, and everything collapses. I didn't explain it properly. But
well, I think, sorry to get there, but I think that's very well explained. I mean, I've never thought of it like that, but I think that is very...
It opened my eyes. So, wait, hold on, that actually can help all of us.
Yeah.
So, yes, we've got all these good thoughts, that we wake up, we smell the coffee, but I can't smell because I lost the smell in my accident. You see the birds chirping, nice, beautiful weather, whatever, weather cloudy weather today is beautiful for me, but it's not beautiful for anybody else. But that's another story. And you have all these good thoughts. You remember about nice, funny texts that you receive from a friend. You see a funny reel on YouTube, and then one thought that pops in to say somebody was rude to you at the shops, or somebody was rude to you at work, and then all those good thoughts.
Yeah.
And that's all you think
Yeah.
about. That's all you think about.
I think it's a very good analogy there. And I just find with myself, if it's one bad thought, if something goes wrong, whatever the case it is, if work-wise, if I'm writing and there's some setback, or I have to change a whole lot of shit because the editor wants stuff changed, or whatever the case is, I start thinking negatively about that, and then I'm like, am I doing the right thing here with this career that I'm trying to build? And it just gets compounded, and it just sends you into this stream of negativity.
Correct. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's kind of what she's saying, and the way you explain it is good.
Yeah, like she didn't go into much detail, so
Yeah.
this is what the therapy that she does. And sorry to go back to the accident.
Yeah.
So after the accident, I woke up, I felt no pain. I didn't feel any pain. I woke up, I felt fine. Actually, I wasn't fine because it took me about almost a year to realize that I couldn't smell. Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole year.
It's unbelievable. And then after, when you were released from hospital, did you have follow-up appointments, or was it just kind of like, hey,
I did have, after a year, I did have a follow-up with a neurologist. Yeah. He was a Dr. Maxwell at the Santon Medical Clinic, and he's brilliant. He double-checked, he said everything was good. I can remember, I didn't tell many people about this. I think I did tell you about it. It was probably about 9 months after the accident, and school wasn't going well, and I was walking around feeling like I was naked, because everybody kept on looking at me, and everyone looks at you funny, and no one understands you.
Yeah.
I got to the point where I was like, you know what, that's it. I don't want to live anymore. I don't. So I put all my stuff at home, and I started walking towards this one place where I knew there was a tower I could get to, and I was going to jump. But halfway through there, something stopped me and said, you know what? To the rest of the world. This is my life. I'm going to live it. If people aren't going to be happy with my decisions.
Yeah, I mean, it is a great attitude to have. Yeah, I mean, there's no age restrictions here. Or there are. I don't know.
We will make it not.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's something that I've grappled with as well. And you hadn't actually told me that. But well done for actually realizing, and that's a good attitude to have, is just do your own thing and focus.
It's for your life. It's for you. It's your own happiness.
Yeah.
If the people around you, like my friends, always look at me and judge me of, really, you're doing that? Why are you doing that? Why do you do that? Because it makes me happy. If I want to walk around with a tutu over my head, or walk around playing guitar in the street for no reason, it makes me happy, I'll do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But obviously, there's boundaries. You don't do crime and the bad stuff. I'm not talking about that. Of doing illegal stuff, or yes, it can make somebody blood rush or adrenaline rush happen. You want to go and do sneaky stuff. No.
Yeah.
Rather go play paintball, do war crimes. What do you call it?
War games.
War games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go play that. Do that.
Yeah.
But do it what makes you happy, not what other people make.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd say you're quite a unique. I mean, we're all unique, but quite a unique. If you see this guy, his celebration of the cricket field, it's amazing. But also, just leading to that point is a whole bunch of us get together, we play cricket, we all go home, and often we don't know that much about each other. Appreciate someone who's worked for a company for many years and is loyal. And for me personally, what I was going to say is that I've basically, since adulthood, I've changed jobs about every 3 years because I've never enjoyed what I've done, haven't been particularly good at it, and you don't get much financial reward if you don't take your job seriously enough. But also I felt undervalued, and you never got the well done. And I don't know. It's probably largely my own fault because I kind of just stumbled from job to job and just did enough to get by, which is probably not a good thing. But I think it's interesting that you have had the same job for so long.
I started off right at the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, we were classified as same as the kitchen staff.
Yeah.
A little quick story. So
Yeah.
the first year we got there, November came and we got to the office and nobody was there. So we said, "Where's everybody?" "No, they're at the Christmas party." "Oh, that's nice." Next day they rock up. We say, "If you guys went to the Christmas party, why weren't we invited?" "Oh no, don't worry. The kitchen staff weren't invited."
Okay.
So that's where I started.
Yeah. So was that your first year?
That was first year, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've grown since then.
Yeah. I never really liked those work parties.
No, just the free food.
But no, I understand. Yeah, absolutely. But when I worked for Tutor Publishers, and I hated the job. And I had to go to
Are you allowed to say that on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless they want me back. I doubt it. And I used to have to go to these book launches in the evenings and kind of stand there and say hi, and then if someone wanted to buy a book, scan whatever the case is, there was always food, and I got cut on by my bosses for hanging around the food tables. Which is, I mean, it was valid, but yeah, I suppose I haven't found something I enjoy doing enough to like really put in a big effort with it, but this writing is where I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to get to that point, because I think we were talking about sort of fulfillment, we talked about gaming, and I think we all look for different things to fulfill us in life. Yeah, because I wonder with myself with playing the guitars, I never play to anyone really, and then sometimes I think, well, I get the song down and I think it sounds nice, but what's the point if you don't share it with anyone?
So that's why you can put it up on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
Comments.
Yeah, that's true. But now with gaming, I've never been a gamer, but there is a massive online community there.
Definitely.
So you participate in, you got the headphones and you talk to other oaks and
correct. I've met so many people from South Africa.
Yeah, interesting you said it. I think that being guys, we have it a bit easier in terms of socializing. I think maybe you tell the story about how you got involved in Knobs cricket.
So I went to pub, I went to every Friday night, had my dinner, I was sitting at a table, these chicks came out and they wanted to have a smoke at the table. I said, "Oh, fine, no problem." Then their friends came out and they took over my table. One of the guys who was there, he looked at me and said, "Hey, you play cricket?" I said, "Well, I haven't played in about 20 years, but yeah." "Okay, cool, well come join us, we play indoor." So he added me to the group. Next Wednesday I was there, playing cricket. Yeah,
and I think it's just so much easier for us, because when I moved to Cape Town from here, I joined a cricket club. That's kind of how I made friends. And then when I came back, joined a cricket club here, and it's easier for us guys, I think, just to get on. Yeah, but also it's in a group. So, and I think you get interesting dynamics. Then you get guys that are best mates, and then the other guys that are mates, but you don't see each other socially.
Yeah,
but it's a good setting to easily become mates with people. But the gaming, I wanted to ask, can you make money from this? Because I believe there's...
I haven't looked into it, but apparently you can.
But I think also in our lives, and I've been sort of mainly chatting to my mom at the moment, we've got to have something that gives you some sort of fulfillment,
Correct.
Working... I think, working, you're making a contribution and you're doing something worthwhile, but I think for a lot of people, work it's not like inspiring for them. And we have to have avenues that make us feel good about ourselves. And currently, I feel that what I do, I ghostwrite books, and it's fine, it makes ends meet, but it gets fucking boring. And it's not like investigative journalism where you're actually out there and you're doing something meaningful.
Yeah.
So I feel in my life at the moment, also because we don't have kids, we don't have partners, or whatever, wife, girlfriend. So I think people draw a lot of fulfillment from their lighties, especially their kids, which is, something. Not that I'm saying I don't want to have kids. I think I've asked you, and you don't want to have either.
No.
But you get on with it.
I do. Yeah. I'm the favourite uncle.
Hopefully
still the favourite uncle.
Yeah, that's a good position to be in. But I think a lot of people draw fulfillment from that. How would you say with work, because you've been at your company for 20 years, not quite?
49.5% of my life.
Yeah.
So half my life I've been at the company,
Yeah, and I mean, because to a lot of us, work is work. I imagine you've got good relationships with your colleagues. I saw the video was it on Instagram of you dancing at the company function.
Yeah.
Do you find that work is fulfilling for you?
It can be, yes.
Yeah.
It all depends on the appreciation on the extra job that you've done.
Yeah.
But if you don't get that appreciation of the extra work that you do for the company, then you just feel worthless. It's like I actually thought about it the other day. If you tell a dog to sit and it sits, and you don't give it love or you don't give it a treat, do you think it's going to sit for you the next time?
Yeah, no, good point.
No.
Yeah.
So once you start getting that appreciation, I want to work, I want to do it because I get appreciation. Yes, you don't get the extra money, but the extra money has come. I mean, from when I started working for the company till now, I've worked a hell of a lot, and I've grown a hell of a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I admire people like that because I've hated just about every job I've done.
Like and subscribe, please.
Please do, that would be great. And check out the videos and buy my book. We'll have all the links there. But otherwise, really, thanks so much.
Cool. Sweet.
Cheers.